So I haven't made a video in a while, and every time I go to make a video, this song just overtakes my mind. So I guess I have to make a video about this song before I make a video about anything else. And the song that keeps playing and coming to mind is The King of Wishful Thinking. Now, I don't know if you know the song, but the lyrics go, "I'll get over you, I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you because I'm the king of wishful thinking." So the message behind this, and I thought it was a message just for me, so I didn't think I needed to make a video on it, but every time I grab this camera, the song plays as well. So it's not just for me, it's for someone else as well. But there's someone out there, including me, that is pretending your ship's not sinking. And you're telling yourself that you're healed, you're telling yourself you're over it, you're telling yourself you're done, but you're actually not. And there's someone out there who's trying to be the king of wishful thinking, and spirit is coming in to snap you out of it and go, stop. Your ship is sinking, you are sinking, and what are you going to do? Are you going to keep pretending that your ship's not sinking? Or are you going to figure out where the hole in your boat is, and are you going to figure out how to fix that hole in your boat so you don't drown and so you don't sink? Is kind of the overall message. I've been experiencing this myself for a while now, where I've been pretending that my ship's not sinking. And if you don't understand what that means, it's literally like there's something clearly not aligned with you anymore. There's something clearly not serving you, and you're pretending that it does still serve you. You're pretending it's still meant for you because you don't want to let it go. And that's the thing that's blocking you, stopping you, keeping you stagnant in your life. It's putting a hole in your boat, in your life. So if you haven't been shown already, Spirit is going to show you in the next couple of weeks what that hole is. What's that hole in your boat? What's that situation? Who is it? Who's causing it? What situation is causing it? And what do you need to do to get that thing out of your boat? Whatever's poking holes in your boat, you need to get rid of it and release it and let it go. And what do you need to do to start fixing your boat instead of just being blind and walking around like, oh, I'm fine? What do you actually need to do to fix the hole in your boat so you don't sink? But because I'm experiencing this myself right now, I know how hard it is to let that thing go, even if you know it's not serving you anymore, even if you're aware of that and that it's not aligned anymore, and you know it's putting a hole in your boat, you know it's holding you back, you know it's keeping you stuck or stagnant, it's still hard to let it go. It's still hard to remove that thing that keeps poking holes in your life and keeps poking holes in your boat. And especially if it's someone or something that you love and you go, no, it's fine, like it's poking holes in my life, but it's fine because I love them. Or I just can't let it go, or maybe if I'm patient it will heal itself and it will sort itself out, but there's something clearly not working, and Spirit is going to be pretty hard on you, like it's been on me recently, to show you that and show you what needs to go and how to let it go. But it's not easy because I'm experiencing it right now, and it's not easy for me to let this thing go, because I don't want to. But that's the uncomfortable part of growing and expanding and evolving, and holding on is holding you back. And that's the message. Stop being the king of wishful thinking. Stop walking around acting blind to what you deep down know to be true already. Like, you deep down already know this isn't serving you. You deep down already know you've outgrown this. You deep down already know, somewhere deep down inside you. I don't know where that part is in myself, but there is a part of me that knows it's no longer aligned, and I need to let it go, and I need to stop being the king of wishful thinking. I need to stop pretending that life's all good, because there's a clear block here that I'm choosing to ignore, and Spirit's not going to let you ignore it anymore. And this is what we have to do to evolve and grow into our next chapter. And it kind of links to another metaphor of a hermit crab when it changes shells. The point of moving out of the shell that it's been so comfortable in for so long, it has to remove itself from that shell and walk across naked to another shell to crawl into. Even if it's a bigger and better shell, there's still that window of transition where you are completely naked. Completely in the unknown. You have no idea what's coming next. You have no idea if this shell or this home or this new phase of your life, this new chapter, this new partner, whatever you're moving on from and moving to the next thing, there's that transition, that time in between where you're like, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to regret this or not. I don't know if this is right. And you have to go out naked, raw, with no protection, no familiarity, and just go out and do it. And that's kind of the message of this as well. Like, stop pretending your ship's not sinking, because you're either going to have to hop onto a new boat, or you're going to have to fix the one you've got. And that metaphor of being the hermit crab, you're in this shell that you've outgrown now, and now you need to get out. And that's the scariest part, is choosing to leave, and choosing to leave the safe and the safety and the known and the familiar place and the familiar relationships and situations and career, whatever it is. But like, you're staying there because it's safe and you know it, but it's still not just like, it's not giving you what you need. It's not fulfilling your desires, your deepest desires, and you know that your heart is calling for something more, and you really need to leave that shell and crawl out naked and be uncomfortable and go to this bigger, better shell. And that's really what I'm seeing in this message, is we got to stop pretending that this shell is enough, and this home or this partner or this job is enough, and allow ourselves to want more. We want more. Our heart, our soul is calling for more. We're calling for more expansion and evolution, and we need to get out of this little shell and move through the unknown, through the, I have no idea what the hell's happening, I don't know what I'm going to find on the other side. You need to move through those uncomfortable emotions to get to where God, where Spirit is leading you right now. And it's going to become very clear, if it hasn't already, it's going to become very clear that this shell or this body or this sense of self or this identity that you're sitting in right now, you've outgrown it. It doesn't fit you anymore. Your clothes of your character, of your identity, is getting too tight now, and you need to strip off and get something new. If you really feel like you're being pushed out of this place, pushed out of this shell, you need to let the waves take you and see where it goes, and trust it. And yes, you have to trust in the unknown. Faith, you can only have faith in the absence of knowing. You need to have faith right now because you have no idea where you're going. And that's the scary part, that's the uncomfortable part. But there's a very clear message coming through that whatever you're letting go of, whatever no longer serves you, is you need to let it go to make space for something much, much better to come into your life. Another kind of vision that came through that was really connected to this song of, I'm over you, and I know I'll get over you, and I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you because I'm the king of wishful thinking. And pretty much the whole song is about this guy being heartbroken about this girl, and he's so not over her, but he's telling himself he is. Another vision I got that kind of links in with all of this is I keep seeing this Cinderella shoe, and I thought this was just for me, but I saw my foot I was trying to shove my foot into a Cinderella shoe, and it just wasn't fitting. And I was trying to shove my toes in, I was trying to shrink up my foot to try and fit, and it was just clearly not fitting. And for a lot of other people out there is something in your life you were trying to shove your foot, yourself, to fit into someone else's life or someone else's box, or fit a certain character or belief or identity or something. You're trying to shove yourself into a box, into a metaphorical shoe, and it's not fitting. And for a lot of people, this is to do with relationships. And in the vision, I saw all these men, and billions of them. So it was literally like I was seeing the entire human population. All these men were standing there with all these pairs of Cinderella shoes next to them. Each one had their own pair of shoes. And the kind of the message of it, was that there is these shoes that's next to this man is the girl he's meant to be with, the one he's destined to end up with, his soulmate, his divine counterpart, divine union, whatever you want to call it. There's someone clearly meant for him. And then I'm going next to this guy and I'm trying to shove my foot into these Cinderella shoes and they clearly don't fit, which means I'm not meant for this person anymore. Maybe I used to fit these shoes, but as we grow and evolve, these shoes change size, and every man has these pairs of shoes. I know this sounds so weird, I hope people get what I'm saying, but these Cinderella shoes are next to each guy in this vision that I keep having, and it can only fit one girl. And if you're trying to shove your foot into someone else's shoes, it's not going to work because they're not yours. And this is applicable to relationships or career or like any other situation, you're trying to shove yourself into something and it's not fitting. You know it's not meant for you, but the good, the plus, the bonus, the upside to it is that there is a pair of shoes out there that is meant for you, and it's going to, when you find them, your foot is just going to slip in so easily, so effortlessly, so naturally. If you shouldn't have to force whatever you're forcing right now is the message. You're trying to shove your foot into a shoe that doesn't fit you because it's not your shoe. And you're not only denying someone else's shoes, like there's a girl out there who's meant to fit those shoes, you're denying her of that. You're denying yourself of what's actually meant for you. You need to keep, if something's not fitting, the message is you need to go and find somewhere else, find another pair of shoes and see, because there is a pair of shoes out there for you that it's going to be so easy and effortless and natural and organic and beautiful, and you're going to be wow, why did I waste so much time trying to shove my foot into those pair of shoes over there with that guy over there when this other guy had these other pairs of shoes and I just slipped in naturally and perfectly and we were just meant for each other. You can twist this however you like. If you're trying to shove yourself into a job and it's just not working, know that there's another pair of shoes out there for you where there's going to be a job that you just easily and naturally and effortlessly just slide into and you're like, wow, this is meant for me. This is what's right for me. And it's going to be very clear. Stop pretending that your ship's not sinking. Address that hole in your boat and fix it. Get rid of whatever's causing the hole in the boat. And if you need to leave the boat and upgrade, do that. If you need to leave your hermit crab home, your shell that's been your safe, familiar place this whole time, you need to go out nude and naked and raw and uncomfortable and vulnerable and move through that transition into something bigger and better than you can possibly imagine. You need to do that right now. Spirit's going to push you, and it's either going to be a tsunami wave or a ripple, depending on how hard you fight it. Now, for me, I fight things really hard, so it's hitting me like a tsunami right now where I'm being pushed into something, even like when I'm trying to fight it and resist it, but you can't resist God and you can't resist Spirit. It will take you where you're supposed to be, exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you're trying to shove your foot into a Cinderella shoe that's not yours, it's going to be very clear that no matter how you try and change yourself, how you try and fit, it just won't work. So stop fighting and trust that you are going to find something that is way easier, way more effortless. And stop working so hard to fit into a place that you don't fit in anymore. And if you've outgrown a place, honor your growth and keep moving. Don't stay stuck, don't stay small, don't stay stagnant. You are meant to be big in this life. You are meant to evolve in this life and shine your beautiful light over everyone. So don't hold that back. Keep moving through those uncomfortable, naked moments of, I have no idea what's going to happen. Do that, because that's where the gifts are, the blessings and the miracles come after that, after the bravery it takes for you to leave that old, familiar, safe place. Something much better is coming, and know that I'm doing the exact same thing right now, and it sucks. It's very uncomfortable, and I don't want to let this certain thing go, but I know I need to. Tsunami waves hitting me right now to push me into my next chapter and my next phase, and so I find those pair of shoes, those metaphorical pair of shoes that fit me and that are right for me. So send you guys all my love.